Hey, how you doing? I am the Bastard Chatterbook.Tony. This is Vigo Stuff. Welcome back to Vigo Top 10 of the Year. We are at number 6. Apologies for taking Boxing Day off. It wasn't meant to be. I just was in a lot of pain in the afternoon and I couldn't record anything. You know, I would have thought I would learn from last year and like do it all in batches and just so that we don't miss a day. However, that would be too practical. That's not my style. So instead, I'm going to do 2 videos today. I'll release one later in the evening for number 5, just so we keep on track. And we hit the number 1 on New Year's Day. So today is number 6. And if you told me at the beginning of this year that this book didn't hit my top 3, I would have felt disappointed. I would have felt that maybe the book wasn't that great or something like that. However, the book was amazing. I've just had incredible luck that I've read some amazing books this year. So the book in question is Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. Now I need to nail my colours to the mast here and say that I'm a massive John Green fanboy. I've watched him on YouTube since I was a teen, the first year that he started Brotherhood 2.0. I've listened to his podcast, Dear John Hang. I've read his fiction work. I've read The Amphitheatre Review, which is my favourite book of all time. He's a role model. He's an inspiration. Love the guy. And this book is brilliant in what he's trying to do, because it's talking about this disease that for a lot of us we probably thought it's dormant. We don't really hear about it much, especially in the Western world. We don't have to deal with it because it's not deadly anymore for us because we have the cure. Like, it's annoying. The cure is, it takes a bit of time to get cured, but you're gonna live through it. However, that's not the case around the world. Even though it's curable, even though we know how to beat it, apart from COVID for a couple of years, it's still the most dangerous and deadly single infection agent out there. So this book is about that. It's about the rage of trying to challenge pharmaceutical companies, which by the way is a topic for me this year since Empire of Pain. It's a challenge to them about why they're letting people die because of having the prices too high for third world countries to pay. It's a history about the disease and why it's affected everything from it's the reason why cowboy hats exist. It's why we think pale women are pretty. It's a ton of history involving tuberculosis. The First World War would have been completely different because Franz Ferdinand likely would have been assassinated because the guys that did it all had tuberculosis and were about to die anyway. This book is a perfect accessible book. When I talk about accessibility for non-fiction readers, this is a book that is a prime example because it is written to absorb you in. It's a total... So not only is it the history, not only is it about the politics and the economics of the drug, why it still persists even though we can cure it, is primarily a biography about a child called Henry. John was in Africa for a completely different reason, nothing to do with tuberculosis, and a doctor that he was with went, oh, I need to go to this place, do you mind coming with me? And he met this kid called Henry. They made a fast bond, and he found out that instead of this kid being like one of the doctor's kids or something like that, this cheery, just incredibly infectious laughter and joy kid was suffering from tuberculosis. He actually had it. So this is a story about Henry, his life, his mother's life, how to fight the cure, how to fight the disease, how to try and beg for a cure and stuff like that, and survive, and thankfully surviving it and getting into a life after this disease. This book is incredibly accessible. It's a perfect book for any non-fiction readers to just pick up, and I think you'll find a lot of enjoyment, a lot of rage out of it. I cannot say enough good things about John Green. I'm not someone that likes to buy brand new books that just came out because I am Northern and I am cheap. This was the one that I had to buy this year because of my fandom of John Green, and it did not disappoint. I really hope you give it a shot if you're at least a little bit interested in it. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll be back on later today to do number 5, try and keep up track. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day. I'll see you in a bit.